AITA 4, going nuclear, and staying at a hotel? We'll try and keep it short. I suffer from migraines and type 1 diabetes. We were advised not to try and get pregnant due to my lack of control of my blood sugars. It happened and it sucks. Although I've been monitoring it so much better and been doing much better. 1. I ask my husband constantly to turn the sleeves of his tops the right way in. He wears 23 tops a day. If he goes gym it's 3. 2 if he's going out, which he 9/10 does. And he doesn't. So I'm ironing 10 tops each week at minimum, and it just gets so annoying to constantly be turning in the sleeves. 2. I ask him once a week to unload the dishwasher and get rid of the rubbish. I do it the rest of the time. Rubbish wasn't emptied, and when I opened a cupboard a few plates fell out and one fell on me, which hurts more than it sounds like. 3. I had a migraine. I asked him to keep the lights off and keep it quiet, and he insisted on playing loud music and turning the lights on. I just lost it. I'm so uncomfortable, and it's like I feel like I asked the minimum. So I told him I wouldn't be having 2 children and asked him to leave. He wouldn't, so I texted my brothers and they came and made him leave. He's texting me. I since calmed down and saying I'm because I overreacted. Went nuclear and can't do that when I have the baby. He's insisting I apologize. AITA? Edit. Noticed the error in title. Should say making him stay at a hotel. NTA. This is classic weaponized incompetence. If he keeps doing things wrong, you will stop asking him. The loud music when you have a migraine is just being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. The baby won't ever be this much an asshole unless they grow up watching how badly your husband treats you and they mimic it. Info. Why are you doing his laundry, ironing? Seriously. Why? Just start with that single question. When you come up with an answer, you can move on to the more difficult questions in this nightmare of a relationship. NTA op. A loving partner does not insist on playing loud music when their has a migraine. I don't blame you for wanting him gone for the night. It is a strong reaction that indicates you've had enough for a while already. NTA. Stop ironing his shirts, girl. You are pregnant with a serious, life-threatening medical condition. He isn't even doing the bare minimum to be a decent partner. Do you have family close by that you could stay with for a bit to get a mental break? If he insists on coming home and being so rude, I'm sorry you're going through this. Info. Why can't he iron his own shirts and get headphones? I'd divorce before you're forced to single parent with him in the room. NTA. He is making your life worse by being with you. Without him, you will have less work and be happier. You were right, you would have 2 children. Playing music when you have a migraine, pregnant, high risk, diabetes is just cruel. He didn't do the bare minimum and then went out of his way to hurt you. NTA. Just for reference, I was raised in the 1970s and 1980s in a Midwestern farming community where everybody was religious and had clear gender roles. Most of the women were submissive types who definitely did 100% of the housework as their regular division of labor. So just imagine that scenario. Right out of the movies. Patriarchal. Confined. Women served men. Now here are the facts from that time and place. 1. We made life easier on ourselves while pregnant. Point 2. Those patriarchal farming and blue-collar men helped when we were pregnant. Cook something easy. Iron their own shirt. Pitch in with dishwashing and the care of older children after work. And if the man was injured or ill, the wife would earn some money, whether working from home or getting a job. Partnership. 3. We ironed the men's shirts. But that would be button-downs for work or church. not athleisure. And definitely not 2 to 3 per day. As a middle-aged woman, I absolutely hate to see the young women working harder to serve men and having less gumption and self-respect than women actually from the era when they couldn't even have credit cards in their own name, etc. These days, I see a lot of young women fearfully putting up with controlling, inconsiderate, childish or weak-ass men. You deserve a partner in life. If he needs his shirts to be ironed, he can do it or hire it out. Not allowing you to rest with a migraine? Normal people are more considerate of strangers than he was to you. That was really cruel and hateful as well as harmful. It was abusive. NTA, but stop ironing his shirts. He can buy wrinkle-free shirts or learn how to use an iron himself. What would he do if you weren't there? That's what he can do. You need to revisit this division of labor now before this baby gets here. NTA, though I cannot for the life of me comprehend why you're married to someone like that. NTA for kicking him out for being loud and insensitive. As for the laundry, why are you ironing his t-shirts at all? Fluff the shirts in the dryer for a few minutes and hang them to dry. If they are inside out, they go in the reject pile and don't get washed until fixed. I've been married 22 years and from day one my husband knew I won't iron. Buy wrinkle-free clothing. If it is a dress shirt, it's not 1950. Men can iron their own clothes. NTA. Divorce him while you still have the chance. Until you're pregnant under less than ideal health circumstances. Migraines aren't go for you or the baby. Heightened blood pressure isn't good for either of you. Husband is going bare minimum in chores. Not assisting you with the chores you've taken on. Knows your health issues. And is intentionally making things worse. Stop ironing. He can send his things out if he can't iron himself. He needs to pick up more chores. He needs to assist in your healthcare, i.e., quiet and dark when you have a migraine. He needs to apologize to you for his recent behavior and commit to reforming his behavior. The dude is the AH in this situation. NTA. I am a diabetic with migraines. So I feel your pain. Your husband's an ass. If you stay with him, you'll be dealing with 2 kids instead of 1. If my husband was like that, I would have left him as soon as my migraine stopped. Info. Does your husband do household chores on a normal basis? Why on earth are you ironing workout clothes? And can't do that when I have the baby. He thinks you won't leave him because of the baby. And he's using that to be an asshole toward you. You should consider divorce op. Because this is not going to get better. And will probably get worse after the baby arrives. NTA. Your lazy husband can iron his own clothes and do some chores once in a while. Yeesh. This is coming from a single 33 meters here. He's gotta step up his game. NTA. Your husband needs to step up and stop being incompetent. NTA. For the reasons pretty much every NTA poster has said. However, you really need to be getting your husband to do more housework. He should be ironing his own shirts. Or if you tend to iron a stack of both your and his clothing, he should be ironing half. Taking out the rubbish half the time, not just once. Emptying the dishwasher every other day, etc. After you've had the baby, the list of household chores will increase. Plus you'll have a kid to be looking after. If he's not pulling his weight at that point, you're going to seriously struggle. NTA. Stop taking care of him as if he were a child. He can go back to his mother's house if that's what he wants. He is not being a good partner to you. Make sure you have a financial account separate from his and the household.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.